Hi guys, it's Phil from Draw the Trigger, and I'm bringing you a deck profile of my Metatron build for Angel Feather. This is just finished in the last few hours here at our locals. I managed to get the cards necessary to complete it. Well, I say complete, there's actually a few things I've changed, but I'll go through that as I get to it. To start off with, I use this starter, Crimson Heart Nahas. She basically lets you put her into the soul along with the grade 1. When you've got the grade 2 on there, it's a superior call and ride thingy for Metatron. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's nice to have a grade 3 on the field to turn early. Triggers, I run 4 stand triggers. I wouldn't normally actually run stands, but no CL is very important in this deck. It's a free damage switch. You just play it down, put it in the soul, you get yourself a damage switch. Which obviously, being Angel Feather, is what you're doing. 4 of these nice little draw triggers gets you the cards you need and can be used from the damage zone. We flip her over using her own ability and give you a Vanguard plus 3k. If you combo that, you can sometimes flip her, do a damage switch, call her back, and then you might swap it for something else that also has the same ability, because there's the grade 1 Crimson Heart and the grade 2 Crimson Heart, which also have the same ability. So you can find yourself stacking up 3, 6 extra power to your Vanguard very easily indeed. And obviously draws. I run 2 of the old Critical Hit Angel. That's the critical trigger that can go into the soul to give another unit plus 3000. And I run 2 of Rampage Cart Angel. I could just run 4 of the other crit, but I like to shake it up with some different artwork. And I run these 4 nice little heal triggers. Best heal triggers along with the Oracle ones, obviously, because of the recyclableness of the thingy but bobs. You can use them again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Just to annoy your opponent that little bit more. Grade 1s. 4,000 Ray Pegasus. Is a 7k and gets plus 2000 whenever you do something goes into the damage zone. Edit that out. Now, that plus 2000 kicks in your opponent's turn as well. So if you've got him on your Vanguard circle first turn, you let a hit in, it becomes a 9. Pull a trigger as well, you've got yourself a 14k, and they might not get any more attacks in. Very nice. And you can just keep on doing it. So with Metatron, you do her ability, her limit break, and you're giving one of these plus 4000 instantly, turning it into an 11k. Absolutely fantastic card. So I run 4 of those, preferably to sit on the back of the bench most of the game. I run 4 Crimson Heart Baruch, or Baruch. Again, very nice. This one helps you get the superior ride off, and she's got this useful ability again from the damage zone. Flip her over, give you Vanguard plus 3000. So the goal is to get her on the field early, and then later on get them in the damage zone, flip them over, get yourself a bit of extra power. I run 3 of this, Battle Cupid No CL, that lets you do a damage switch when she's placed on the Guardian Circle. So she's a 5k shield, and you do a damage switch. You can use it to give yourself another 10k shield from the damage zone, just fix it how you want it to be. Plus, of course, if you've got something that benefits from a damage switch with extra power, you might find yourself putting down 7k's worth of shield just by doing a damage switch, which is very nice indeed. 4 perfect guards. Shouldn't have to justify this. You can just look at the artwork for a few seconds. Look at that. There you go. That's why I run those.
Not because they're necessary.
No. 4 Crimson Drive Aphrodite. Yes, when she's on your Vanguard and you've got the grade 0 and grade 1 on the field, you can put them into the soul. It doesn't cost a thing other than that, no counterblast required. And there you go, you've got yourself a Metatron potentially on turn 2. Very nice indeed. And again, stick her in the damage zone later on, flip her over, plus 3k. Power for nothing. I run 2 of the grade 2 self-damagers, Doctoroid Megalos. Just helps you get to limit break, and it also has the added advantage if you get something good put into the damage zone from its ability, you can damage switch that out. You might pull into something that you didn't have that could be very useful to fix your game. 3 of these. Million Ray Pegasus. Again, just like the grade 1 Pegasus, it gets plus 2000 whenever something goes into the damage zone, whether that's a damage switch or whether you've taken damage from your opponent. I mainly use the grade 1 for that skill. These are basically a backup thing if I don't get the grade 3s I want on the front of the field. But they do the job very nicely anyway. Can't go wrong with those. But I've recently knocked it down to 3. I only run 2 of these. The Love Machine Gun No CL. I would like to run at least 1 more, but that's all I've got right now. That's probably the only thing which would be really changing in this deck. Again, her ability is very useful. When she's placed, you get an instant damage switch just for that. Team that up with Metatron. You've got her there, you've done a damage switch. With Metatron's ability, you do put her in the thing, put her down again, there's another damage switch. Before you know it, your Pegasus is getting incredible, ridiculous boosts. If you've played her, that's plus 2 to your Pegasus. Metatron, another plus 4. You play that, there's another plus 2. If you've played one there, that's plus 4. You've got plus 10 for anyone who gets benefits from your damage swaps.
I believe it's called troll cycling, Mr. Phil.
I believe so.
Cycling.
That's a good word for it. Which is
indeed.
why I also run 2 of the grade 3s that also benefit, just in case. If I get ones on the rear guard that don't benefit, then hopefully these ones will be at the front and they'll be benefiting. Either way, troll ahoy.
Indeed.
I run 2 of the promo card, Medical Gunner Herpetodermis.
Surprisingly high value.
Yes, because it is actually a bounce card. When she hits, dunk, you pay your counterblast to 1, swap her for any other face-up card from your damage zone, as long as it's not one of these.
So keep your counterblasting to a minimum, sir.
Yes. Very, very nice. Again, though, in an Angel Feather deck, if you counterblast, not a big deal. You can switch that face down one for a face up one. You get extra counterblasts very easily in Angel Feather. And finally, 3 Metatrons. 3's really more than enough, because if your Superior Ride comes off in turn 2 or even turn 3, there you've got one anyway. And with 3 in the deck, you're fairly likely to run into one.
I'm just wondering at the moment, this is probably me being derp. Kurt, by the way, good day, internet people.
Hello, Kurt.
Is she a cross ride of the flaming
She's not, no, she's not related to that. That is that. This is part of a Superior Ride chain of
Well,
sorts.
Superior Rider in the same way you can do that with Blonde Hazel.
Ah, okay, I see.
Only with Metatron, you don't have to have a grade 2 opposing Vanguard.
So not
can do
only
it,
do you get your twin drive a turn early, you can.
Yeah. Now, she isn't an 11k and she doesn't get anything for people being in the soul, so she is just an 11 when she's being attacked, a 10 when she's being attacked. That can make it a bit of a liability.
She attacks on her own for 13, doesn't she?
Yes, when she attacks a Vanguard, she gets plus 3,000. So that makes up for it. That hits the cross rides.
This is the thing. I can see it being balanced in the sense that because you're an Angel Feather player, you can swap out your damage. If any perfect guards or say 10 drops get put into the zone, you can just.
It's very easy to kind of get the defense back to your hand. So
it's not too bad.
yeah, I mean, up till now, Angel Feather had trouble hitting the big numbers. With good use of Shamsiel, you could do that, but it was hard to do. What Metatron does is that basically her limit break, anytime in your main phase, you counterblast of just 1. You can choose any 2 Angel Feathers from your field and switch them for ones in your damage zone. They can also be the ones that you've just put in, so you can literally call back the exact same ones that you've put down. So, say you had 2 ones there, you could actually just put them in, put them back.
You see,
and it doesn't do anything for that front row, but if you've got Pegasuses at back, if you had a Pegasus there, and there, you'd have plus 4, plus 4, plus 4 to the entire column. And again, if you've got your no CLs there and there, you've placed them down, you've done your damage switch. You damage switch with that, place them again, damage switch again. You're doing something like 8 damage switches in 1 turn. You know, you're doing something ridiculous here. So she's a very nice card. She looks gorgeous.
Yes.
Definitely the best looking of the Angel Feather grade 3s, I would say. Probably about A little bit better than Kyriel. Kyriel's my favourite up
I
till now.
traded
I
one
think.
purely on first aid just because of the thighs. Indeed. Yes, very nice
The only,
looking card.
the only thing against Metatron's ability is that it's activated, so it has to be in the main
Yes,
phase.
you
can't
don't
attack
get any
the rear
extra-
guards first and then the front row rear guards and then do it. Which is
No, that's the only thing I would pick out. If you could have it as an auto thing, like when this unit attacks, you may activate it, but then that might be a little bit broken. It's hard to say. As it is, she's still the best Vanguard that Angel Feather has available by far, I would say.
for now.
For now, at least until the Celestials and the Break Rides come along. If I could see myself wanting to Break Ride into this, giving her the extra 10k, you've got yourself a 23. That'd be really nice. Before boost, and then if you had a Pegasus behind, that would be the 7k. That'd be 30k plus any damage switches that come out of it. You might have a 40k column. So
This is what they recommend.
yeah,
This
that's
deck-
Metatron for you basically.
This deck sounds very nice, Mr. Phil, and this is going to be a first on Draw the Trigger. I issue you a challenge.
A challenge.
I do. I'm doing this right now, so viewers, please subscribe, rate, do whatever. Comment on who you think's going to win.
Okay, who are you challenging me with? Hey, what am I going to
I
face?
will challenge you with... If I can find her.
Look at that. Clash of Angels and Goddesses.
Indeed.
Oh,
Yes, stay tuned. We'll film this one right away, I guess.
Yes, let's do it.
So stay tuned. You'll see it very soon. When will you see it, Garth? Garth's our timeshare manager.
I imagine it will probably be right after the end of Vice Schwartz week, so look forward
Aha,
to that.
yes.
Fantastic.
And this is going in my wallet. Bye.